And in just a few days, World of Winter will take over much of downtown Grand Rapids. Here is a live look at the city right now.
Yeah, so the largest free winter festival in the United States, bringing in installations all across the city. Joining us live is Bill Kirk with downtown Grand Rapids. Bill, good to see you as always. What is new for World of Winter 2026?
Yeah, we're very excited this year. So every year we bring in new art and we introduce a couple new events. So the large art installations will be getting installed all week, which we're really excited about. It's always a fun week to see things starting to go up and happen. And like I mentioned, we bring in some new events in addition to our favorites. So yeah, we've got some new installations coming to Calder Plaza, Anabuin Park, the Blue Bridge and the Gillette Bridge, and yeah, just a full schedule of a lot of fun stuff.
Oh my gosh, I love it when World of Winter's in town because the city really does light up, and we come in the middle of the night, so we get to see everything kind of lit up overnight. It's pretty cool.
It is stunning. Now, for those who have no idea what World of Winter is, tell them like the baseline of it, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty.
Definitely. So I mean, the whole idea is really give people a reason to come downtown during these cold months. And what we do between the art and the events, we kind of turn downtown into a bit of an outdoor art gallery and kind of an all-ages playground for 2 months. So if you've never been, what you can expect are large-scale, interactive art installations. A lot of them involve sound and light, like you guys mentioned. At nighttime, they're great to look at. And then we have a full schedule of events ranging from kids events to dance events that run. Most weekends we'll have a couple featured events. We have walking tours if you want to go have a guided tour of all the art throughout the week. So yeah, we try to really provide something for everybody. We have some wacky things like a human hungry hippo tournament and things like that. But it's really just it really just lights downtown up for about 2 months.
Yeah, there are a couple of different festivals that'll be happening throughout the festival itself. So like smaller portions on the weekends. But as for the installations, how do you guys go about picking what you guys bring into the city?
Yeah, so pretty much right after the festival ends every year, we'll put out basically a call for artists to respond with their ideas in the spring. So usually we get anywhere from like 70 to 100 proposals from artists all over the world. So we get international art in, but we also have some great local installations that come in. So when we review all those proposals, kind of see what would fit in the different public spaces that we have some community members that help us sift through those. And then we just pick the ones that we think are gonna bring the most joy and unique, innovative visualization to downtown. And then we set them up.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And what a great way to get us through the gray months.
Yeah.
You know, like it can get a little bit tricky in January, February, March. Everyone's over winter.
Yeah.
And this really does lighten things up. Now, tell us about how things are going to get started. What should we expect this coming weekend?
Yeah, so this weekend we're really excited. One of the things we're introducing that's new this year is every Friday night at 555 Monroe, we're going to have Friday night food trucks.
Oh, I want to go to that.
Yeah, so a great way to go out and grab some dinner and take a walk around. And then on Saturday, we will have our icebreaker event, which is the community has been voting on a large-scale ice sculpture for our friend, the ice guru, Randy Finch, to carve.
Yeah, we know Randy.
Yeah, so Randy will be carving with his team live on Saturday from noon to 3 at Rosa Parks Circle. And then in the evening, we're going to have our Fire and Ice event, which is a figure skating, performance, acrobatic, fire performance on Rosa Parks Circle. That's 6 to 9 p.m. And another new one we're introducing this year, which is a good way to get to know the art, is an artist talk with the collective called This Is Loop. And they are the artists behind Emergence, which is the big installation on Calder Plaza that we were talking about a little bit before. So those artists will actually be in town from the United Kingdom to talk about their art.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Really
So
nice.
all these installations across the city, right? But you also get the local businesses involved that are in the area too. Talk about how they're involved this year.
Yeah, so every year we try to gather feedback from our local businesses to find out what we could do to improve the festival or how they could participate more. One of the things we've been doing for the past couple of years is storefront window installations. So we give out some grant money to downtown businesses if they want to do essentially an art installation in their storefront window. Some of them do it themselves. They got some artistic folks on staff. Some of them will partner with local artists. We've got over 40 of those downtown this year. So in all the different corridors of downtown, you'll be able to see window art, which is another addition to the festival and a great way to generate some foot traffic.
Absolutely. People walking down there, if you like walk by your favorite restaurant, it might have something really cool in the window. So stop and check it out.
Yeah, so many different exciting things that you can do to get out and about. Talk about some of your favorite installations we should expect.
Yeah, so the one that I'm very, very excited about will be at Anabuin Park right on the stage by the river there. It's called Somnius. And it's like this giant canopy of hundreds of LED lights that hang down sort of like icicles.
Cool.
And they also react to the movement below them. So when you're walking around underneath it, the lights will change and the visualization will change. We're going to put a DJ under there.
Fun.
For
Well, of course, you got to get it active.
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
That's
right.
pretty cool.
People will be dancing around and moving. And then, of course, I have my favorites like Silent Disco, Paint the Park, where you can bring the kiddos out to paint Rosa Parks Circle Ice Rink. So yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff
Guys
coming
think
up.
of it all.
I mean,
you really do.
You pack a lot in the 2 months that you guys have this going on. Over that 2 months, what is like the economic impact? Downtown, that's going to draw a lot of people in, right?
Definitely.
So talk about the economic impact. It's got to be a big bottom line for some of our local spots, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So year over year, we always, as I mentioned, try to gather feedback. We do surveys in years prior. But one thing we did last year to try to put a little more specificity on it was we partnered with Grand Valley State University to do an economic impact study. So last year we did a study, surveyed over 1,000 visitors, and we found that the overall impact to downtown Grand Rapids was about $38 million over the 2 months. So yeah, I think it's helpful for hotel bookings, it's helpful for the downtown businesses. And if you're a resident of Grand Rapids or anywhere in the area, it's just a good way to come downtown and get out of the house when it's a little dark and dreary outside.
Yeah, I love that you also can explore the different neighborhoods too, like of downtown. So there's some in the North Monroe area, some right downtown in the center of the city, but it's really cool.
Yeah, it really is. Grand Rapids is one of the coolest cities.
It
I
is.
always think that, and then we have little things like this, and it just makes it that much better. But what is bigger? What's better this year than years past?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously we try to up the game on the installations every year. One thing I'm particularly excited about is we're bringing in some huge inflatable installations. One will be kind of climbing on the entrance of DeVos Place.
Okay.
Another one will be, jumping around in Audubon Park. One event that is brand new this year that we're very excited about is a projection drumming event that's going to be on the side of the Van Andel Arena. There on the east side of the arena, this artist named Brett Bolton. He's an audiovisual artist, a percussion artist, and he has worked with bands as large as like the Rolling Stones and Billie Eilish and Fish. So they'll do visualizations at concerts, but he will be drumming live in the alley and then projecting up onto the wall of the arena there. And the visualization will interact with his actual music.
Cool.
So that's a sort of like a bigger and better one that is a brand new one this year that we're really, really excited about.
That's pretty cool. I want to ask too the setup, right? Because you guys are kind of in the crunch time days right before this thing kicks off.
Yep.
What is the setup like in the days before?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the rain.
Well,
I apologize in advance.
thank
for
you.
that.
Yeah, if you guys could fix that, that would be great.
We'll put in a good word.
Well, no, I have the benefit of getting to sit inside with you guys and talk about this amazing festival. Our events and activation team are the ones that are out on the ground all week, working their tails off. So the setup is what it is. These installations start to arrive this week from all over the world and some locally. And our teams are out there working with the artists a lot and some seasonal help that we bring on to actually construct these and set them up. So if you're downtown this week on either of the bridges in Audubon Park, Calder Plaza, you'll be able to see some of these going up, which is always a cool process too, because you see what actually goes into these installations. It's wild, but yeah, they'll be geared up, ready for rain and/or snow or whatever comes their way all week.
The good news is it will be milder this week for them to put the installations up, and then Randy will be happy because it'll get colder by the weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Sculptures.
What about volunteers? You guys still taking volunteers? Need
Absolutely.
volunteers? How does that work?
Yeah, so if you go on the World of Winter website, worldofwintergr.com, there's a link to sign up to volunteer there. We always would love to have more volunteers. We have a couple events that we really need them for, so please go to the website to check that out. And that website also has our full calendar of events, descriptions of all the art. So really, if you need to plan your trip, that's a great resource.
Yeah, and I know that this is kind of a year-round operation for you guys. So as soon as March 1st hits, you guys start planning again. So what's that planning process look like as soon as this festival is done?
Yeah, so we'll go out and look for some new art in the spring, and then just start. I mean, the event planning really never stops. One of the things that always cracks me up is when we're in the middle of the festival and someone on the events team will have an idea for next year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, take it easy.
Yeah, we're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Let's get through
this
year.
year.
But yeah, it's really a year-round planning effort. One of the things that's great about it is we have so many good community partners between the businesses and other institutions downtown that help out. So it's a real community lift. We're honored to be able to do it, and we're getting pretty excited to kick it off on Friday.
Absolutely. And speaking of, it all starts Friday, January 9th. It runs until March 1st. More information on worldofwintergr.com. What would you say is like the best way to plan your visit? Is there a way you can kind of look at everything and do that on the website?
Yes. So the website has an interactive map, so you can see where all the installations are located, where all the events are going to be. You can kind of plan if you want to do a walk around or kind of bite it off in chunks if you want to come down a couple different times. The other thing I would say is, downtown is walkable enough where if you just come downtown, get a little base camp. If you drive, park your car and just start walking.
Yeah.
You will run into art and you will run into an event. But if you want to get specific about it, go to the website and plan it out.
Also, remember those dash buses. Those are like the best resource down there. I remember parking there for the Chris Kindle Market not long ago. And so, that's also a good one, too, to keep in mind.
The last weekend of January, we actually have an event on the dash bus.
Okay, there you go.
There will be performances and art. So that's a great way to get around, enjoy an event, and then go check out other stuff.
All right.
Creative.
Yeah. Well, Bill Kirk, we have to leave it there. Thank you so much for your time. And of course, more information, like I said, worldofwintergr.com. It is now 8:30. We'll be back in a moment after this.